Hi, it's Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com and PickDogs.com. It's Wednesday, August 12th, 2020. Here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year, over 17,000 subscribers, over 1.7 million monthly viewers. Craziness. I appreciate everyone that watches our videos, subscribes to our channel. Like 70% of the people that watch us do not subscribe, but that's okay. You know, it's your own thing. Yeah, everyone has their reasons, but of course we always appreciate any support that we can get. It's been a pretty good run since sports has restarted. Feels good again. Like, the last 4 months I kind of sat around and, didn't know what to do with myself. Played a lot of golf, and now it's like, man, if I want to sneak in a round of golf, it is few and far between. But anyways, I'm more grateful for sports than I ever have been before, and I'm more grateful for this show than I ever have been, as I don't have to sit here and listen to Ruffalo talk about La Liga and Bundesliga and hear Rod complain about it. But anyways, speaking about Ruffalo and Rod, got him here with Steve Monahan for today's show. We're going to talk about the scheduling of everybody in just a second as well. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, kind of like I'll just cut right to the chase on it. And basically, we've had Steve on, we've had Brian on in the last week. So, just kind of like in the post-COVID world or the during COVID world or the adjusted COVID world, however you guys want to call it, 2020, right? Basically, everyone's got all these weird schedules and everything going on, and Steve is no different, Brian's no different, and me and Chris and Rod don't have anything better to do anyway. But it's just so we're trying to modify things so the weekday show fits Brian's schedule better. The weekends fit Steve better. We'll probably have Steve and Brian on the weekends. We have a new show that I'm starting today. I don't know if it's going to be what the frequency is going to be. Most of the things I do are every day. So who's going to be on that every day and how that's going to work. But today it's me and Joe D'Amico at 6:00 right here on our regular channels. And we're kind of going to do a before the game update, like a last minute update type thing. And that's the idea for that show that we're going to do. I know that Tony T is going to be doing it with me a lot as well. So we'll have to, I'll get together with Tony. We'll figure it out. But you guys know how I normally do things. We don't have a grand launch or notifications. We're going to be doing something. We just do it. So it's like, and then we figure it out later. But good morning, everyone. So, Steve, 5-0 yesterday in your premium picks. Cleaning the floor, wiping the slate, taking some names, wide variety favorites, money line underdogs. I mean, pretty much, the hodgepodge of winners. Threw in a little Yankee action there. 5-0 days not to be taken for granted, that's for sure. They're few and far between in handicapping. Congratulations on that. And how are you looking for today? You have anything that you really, really like for today? Do you have a premium package out there? Thank you for the super chat. So for super chats, just send your name, address, and your shirt size, and I'll send you a shirt. I believe we're almost out of 2Xs. So if you're a 2X, you can fit in a regular XL. We got plenty for you. But the 2Xs, I don't know. Last time we did it, there was no 2Xs. I had crap loads of them left over. 2 and 3Xs. I had tons of them left over. It was like everyone was a 4X or an XL. Now this time everyone's a 2X. I don't know, man. I can't figure this out. There's a reason why I'm not in the garment business. Anyways, go ahead. Steve, sorry for cutting you off there.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I have a package available today, so go check it out. So
giant. I hit my parlay yesterday. Yep, I hit it, but of course we don't look back. We just look forward. Thank you for the super chat, of course, and thank you for the super chat and. Of course, send me an email with your name, address, and shirt size, and I'll send you one. If it's 2X, well, we'll have to figure something out. I don't know. Anyways, Chris, what do you got today as far as premium packages for sale? You got a tasty sampler, side of mozzarella sticks. What's going on?
Um, those are always available for me, but I have my home run hitter package today. Five of my best bets in the Major League Baseball schedule, as well as playing the NBA and NHL. But I'm looking at some of the games today. I might have something else later on today, so keep your eyes peeled.
My email is mitch@pickdogs.com. Ron Romanelli in the house. Hey, Ron, how's it going?
What's up?
Anyways, got a lot going on. A quick 20 seconds or less advice on what's a good starting bankroll using premium picks. This is different for everybody. This is something that's a different amount for everybody, and the amount that you bet on the game is totally up to you. But I would stick with a unit thing. The way that I do mine personally is I go through the entire card of games. I put a unit on every game just to start. I go through those again, and the ones that I like again, I put a little bit more. The ones that I like even more, I put a little more until eventually, I might have a game where I have a ton on. I might have a game that doesn't have as much on, and it kind of all balances out. But what you want to do is, if you're buying premium picks, you just want to make sure that it's the right product for you. You certainly don't want to be spending more on premium picks than you're betting on games, because then then you're putting yourself in a bad spot. So premium picks, not for everybody, but I know people that bet 10,000 a game. I know people that bet 1,000 a game. I know people that bet $10 a game, and that's why we kind of have a different variety of picks, and we're going to be adding even more levels. We're going to be adding more stuff for higher levels, and we're going to be adding more stuff for on the lower side. For people that like kind of like what we do with spread knowledge, but our own stuff. We're still going to do our spread knowledge because we love them. But we're going to do like a consensus report. Where you can just get a report that helps you with things, and it's inexpensive, and you kind of get a lot of information on it. We'll be doing stuff like that, but for other people, we're going to have a higher end product where it's like, basically, you have almost not full access to me, but you have a lot of access, and it's like, I don't know how I'm going to squeeze that in, but we'll get it. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. This is a really good question, and it definitely deserves more than 20 seconds. That's for sure. Thank you. Thanks everyone for the super chats. Email me name, address, shirt size, and we will get that out to you. Rod's texting in. He's texting in his lunch order. Hey, is this Bruins game started already?
Yeah. 4 minutes into the game, no score.
And this house that I'm watching on TV needs an entire new bathroom. They're just gonna have to cut the place. They put on the Bruins. They're gonna have to cut the place. You're gonna need a whole new unit. Rod, what do you got for premium plays today? Anything exciting?
I got a little back here. Couple in baseball, couple hockey, and one of these picks today. It's gonna make some money.
All right, your internet connection not the best right now, but I'm sure it will pick up as the show goes on. Anyways, I have 3 Major League Baseball and an MLB 3-pack, and I have a 3 NBA 3-pack as well. So I have 2 3-packs. If you bought longer term subscriptions of me and you checked my picks earlier, I just added the NBA 3 right before the show because the lines came out late. So I wanted to make sure that I got the lines closest to what the real lines are, because these lines have gone nuts the last few days. Anyways, let's get to the card. Just 4 NBA games on today's card, but man, these games are starting to get meaningful as the season is winding down. Got some noise going on. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure they'll do it. Anyways, we got the Pacers against the Rockets, Steve. We got, the Rockets in a they're kind of holding off the pack there. There's one game separating them from the pack, and then the Pacers, a little less to play for here, but still plenty to play for. They're still same thing, a little bit of positioning there in that 4, 5, 6 range in the Eastern Conference. we are out of time because Friday is the end of the NBA season. Man, they could have done 20 games, right? It's like they're like, we'll do 8. It's like, man, dude, let's do 2 dozen, you know? It's like, man, these have been great. I love that you can hear the players screaming. I love it.
Right. I mean, it goes quick, right? I mean,
How about the baseball? How about the baseball managers arguing the calls? That's the best, man. It's like they've never. It's like when they have the guys mic'd up. You know, it's like. I mean, this is like better than that. You know.
Well, nothing's better than Earl Weaver or Billy Martin joining at a umpire.
It's too bad they're not around for this season because man, it's like, whoa. It's like you don't have to read. You don't have to lip read anymore. It's like even you could pretty much hear the pitchers when they say like when they turn around, and say something.
Yep.
Too. It's like, anyways, Rockets and Pacers.
I'm going to go with the Pacers. The spread I saw was 7 points for the Rockets, and I think that's a little too high. Like you said, I think the Pacers have plenty to play for, and you give me the Pacers, and I'll take the points here.
How about you, Chris?
I'm going to take the over here. I think we see some scoring, but I'm still a bit concerned that there could be multiple guys sitting on both sides. But for right now, I'll take the over.
How about you, Rod?
I'm going to take Houston. I think Houston covers this number today. I don't think Indy can keep up with Houston scoring. Give me Houston.
231.5. I'm going to have to go with the over here. We got the Sixers against the Raptors. If there's a team that's, the Sixers have something to play for here too, as far as seeding in the standings. But there's been nothing that's inspired this team so far in the last 2 years. I don't see how this is going. The Raptors, they play hard every night, but not a lot to play for here. So, well, what do you think, Steve?
No, I think the Raptors are probably the favorites to win it again. I mean, they're playing great basketball. The Sixers, I think, are a bunch of dogs, and even though Toronto may, not put their foot on the gas so much, I'll take Toronto to beat them by 6 points. So give me the Raptors and the 6.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Raptors as well. I just think they've been playing much better basketball in the bubble. And without Ben Simmons and possibly again Joel Embiid, I'll take the Raptors here.
So if you don't see the Super Chat button, that means you're probably on our wrong YouTube channel. It's only available on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel, not on the Sports Chat channel. So that's could be part of the reason. We have people watching us everywhere. 300 people watching this show. Yeah, El Duque is on the Sports Chat. I see him. I'm going to put a link there for the Pick Dogs channel. How about you, Rod?
I'm going to take the over in this game. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of defense. We're going to see a lot of bench players trying to shine and maybe get a spot there, play a little. I'm going to take the over. Give me the over in this game.
We got the Thunder up against the Heat. I think this is one of the tougher games on the card. I think it's the toughest game, one of the tougher. There's only 4 games. I think this is the toughest game on the card, at least for me. Steve, what do you think here?
I mean, they're both good teams. Spread is 1.5. OKC. I'm going to take the Heat.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Heat as well. I think they're going to be at full strength for this one, so I'll take Miami.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, this is a tough one. Give me OKC here. I'm going to take OKC on the money line.
I'm going to take Miami. Got Denver up against the Clippers. Denver plus 5.5. These teams are right next to each other in the standings, second and third in the West. It's kind of a little playoff inside the playoff.
I'm going to go with the over here. I think these are 2 prolific scoring teams, so I don't want to touch the spread here, but I think a lot of points will be scored, so give me the over.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Nuggets here. We saw how the the Nuggets played inspired with Jamal Murray back in the lineup, and they gave the Lakers all they could handle in that game. And I think they take the Clippers to the wire here as well. So I'll take the Nuggets plus the 5.5.
So for the sports chat shirts, I think I have 3 shirts left, and they're 3X. So if you're 3X, you're in business for sports chat. If not, we'll be doing more giveaways in the future. You know, these are just left over from March Madness before I got sports chat plays back. So I ordered Pick Dog shirts, but we have some. Well, you know, we'll do something. I don't know. It's a hard thing because it's not like I'm a store where I print them out. I have to kind of pre-order and guess, you know, what size everybody is before they get them. You know, and I go by what I've gotten in the past. So we have sports chats left over from the last giveaway, but that's it. Rod?
I'm gonna take the Clippers here. Give me the Clippers to cover.
All right. Well, that covers today's NBA action. We've got Major League Baseball. We got an early game. We got the White Sox taking on the Tigers. Dylan Cease on the mound for this one. He is kind of starting to deliver on all that promise. And boy, if you can trade Jose Quintana and get back this guy and Elroy Jimenez and stuff like that, it's basically turning into the Herschel Walker trade. Steve, what do you think here?
Yeah. I like the White Sox here. I think Cease has won his last 2 starts. He's got a good earned run average, and you always compare an Arrieta with the massive strike zone. Boyd is on the mound for the Tigers. I'm going to go with the White Sox here. I'm going to ride Dylan Cease for another good start.
After a slow start, the White Sox are now back to 500, and it's like this team is actually starting. Like I thought they were a year away, but actually they look really good. Chris?
I'm going to take the over 9 here. I think Chicago can get close to that number on their own. It's just a matter of if Detroit chips in here, so I'll take the over 9.
Rod?
Yeah, give me the White Sox here.
Thank you for the super chat, Brandon. Send me your name, address, shirt size. We'll send you a T-shirt. You got the Diamondbacks against the Rockies. Boy, the Rockies, for a team that's 12-5, getting some good prices on them at home this series after they lost the first one. Luke Weaver serving for the Diamondbacks. Steve.
Let's just say I like this game a lot today.
Who would you take as your pitcher here? The King from The King in His Court or Luke Weaver? It's like
the King in the Court, of course.
Oh man. This is.
I mean, I like the over here. There's been a ton of runs scored in this series in the 2 games. So with Luke Weaver on the mound, you give me the over here all day.
Luke Weaver is he is falling apart at the seams. Chris?
Yeah, give me Colorado. I love Colorado today. So I'm not a Luke Weaver fan at all. So give me Colorado.
Rod?
Yeah, give me the Rockies as well.
It would be like if there was crowds and everything. It'd be like a vendor's dream. You get like Cashner versus Luke Weaver in Colorado. It's like the vendors are like, "Honey, I'm gonna be home late tonight."
You check the total. It's like the one that you saw in London where it was like 17 at the over.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it would be. Speaking of games, we got the A's. They call the Athletics now. I don't know. I always call them the A's still. I kind of go back.
The A's.
They're the
always.
A's to me. Up against the Angels. Griffin Canning on the hill. 7-11, the Angels team. Getting a really dominating win behind Bundy last night. Steve, what are you thinking here?
This is another one. I think a lot of runs are going to be scored. Trout in 8 games since the birth of his son is on fire. He's Mike Trout. I think the Angels are starting to put it into gear. The A's, we know, can score a lot of runs. So I'm going to take the over here.
How about you, Chris?
I'm going to have to disagree on this one. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Chris Bassett's been the closest thing that Oakland's had to a stopper this year, with like an ERA just over 1. I think Griffin Canning comes in and battles him here, so I'll take the under 9.
How about it, Rod?
For me in this game, I'm going to take Oakland. I think Oakland can get a win here. Give me Oakland.
All right. Kind of like the A's myself. We got the Indians up against the Cubbies. Kyle Hendricks on the road. Carlos Carrasco, who's actually starting to look pretty damn good. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head. When Hendricks is home, I like the Cubs a lot. When he's on the road, not so much. Carrasco's pitching better. Indians are home. I like the Indians here today.
How about you, Chris?
I like the over 7.5. I think we see some runs here, especially from Hendricks on the road. Sorry.
How about you, Rod?
I like the Indians on the run line. Give me the Indians -1.5.
All right. Got the Blue Jays, the Bison, up against the Marlins. What a game last night. I mean, there was some great games last night. We had the hockey game, and then we had some baseball games that were equally as good. The Marlins, 2 outs in the ninth, hit a 3-run bomb, and then come back in extra innings and fall flat on their face. I mean, what happened was the first guy up, Logan, their best guy, the hitter, Logan.
Logan Morrison?
Logan Morrison hits the first pitch, and they call it a home run. It's actually a foot outside the foul pole, even really just a couple inches. It was weird because when they showed it, it was like you could see the ball not disappear behind the pole like it normally does, and they called it a home run, so you knew it wasn't a home run, right? It's like, but for some reason the umpire didn't see it. They called it a home run, then they did the review, and then the Marlins ended up with nothing, and then the Jays ended up scoring and getting the win, but I don't know. Yamamoto and Pearson, 2 good youngsters on the mound. Steve?
I'm gonna ride the Blue Jays here today. I think the Marlins obviously have been playing really good baseball, surprising everybody. But I think they start falling back to earth, and I think last night was indicative of a break not going their way. So give me the Blue Jays here.
Send your name, address, and shirt size to Mitch@pickdogs.com. Dennis again with a super chat. Thank you so much for your support, Dennis. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the run line here. I like the way Pearson's thrown for Toronto, and I still need to see more from Yamamoto early on, so I'll take Toronto on the run line.
On the SCP, we only have 3X, and we only have 3 of them left. So if you're a 3X, you're in business. Not. Oh. How about you, Rod?
On this one, I think I'm going to take Miami plus the 1.5 here. And what I see is probably a 1-run game. Give me a close game here. Give me Miami plus 1.5.
I'll take the Marlins straight up on the money line. You don't need to give me a 1.5 and a low payout. I'll take the Marlins. Got the Reds up against the Royals. I had the Royals yesterday. Another one that came back. Another exciting finish that got me. I had all big dogs yesterday, and this was one that was not did not go my way. It was like the Royals were fighting upstream the whole way, and they left the bases loaded twice in the first 2 innings and got 0 out of it. And really, that was their undoing, not what happened later in the game, not the extra innings and having a runner on second base. They couldn't even advance one bag. It was the bases loaded twice with less than 2 outs in the first 2 innings and not scoring any runs. Keller against Miley. Keller was pretty good last time.
I'm going to go with the Reds here. Give me Miley.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the under. It's like Keller's been, like I said, the Royals' most consistent starter over the last couple of years, and I think Miley pitches a lot better than he did that first start. So I'll take the under 10 here.
How about you, Rod?
I'm going to take the Royals here. I'm not a Wade Miley fan, and this Reds bullpen is just trash. So give me the Royals.
I'm not really sure what this means. The Grizzlies lost yesterday. What does that mean? I know I didn't give out the Grizzlies, so I'm not really sure what that even means. Dave, if you send me your, I love comments like that because I'm just dumbfounded. It's like, what exactly does he say? Is he ESPN in me here? Reporting the scores. So I'm just not really sure. Maybe we should get a ticker across the bottom telling the scores that everybody already knows from yesterday or something. I don't know. You could put it across Ruffalo's forehead. Like just.
I got the rental space for it. So.
All of them picked Grizzly yesterday. I did not pick the Grizzlies yesterday. We can go back and watch my video if you like. We can do it right here on the show. I'll play it. You guys know me better than this than to call me out on something like this. I mean, we could play my video on YouTube, and there's no way I took the Grizzlies in that game. Let's see it, man. We're gonna find out exactly who Mitch picked, because I don't want to hear it. They all took Grizzly. No, Chris took Boston. I wrote down every pick. Let's see exactly who Mitch picked.
I'll admit, I took the Grizzlies.
It's ridiculous that somebody would say this. It's like
Yeah. I'll admit, I lost. I took the Grizzlies. Yeah.
We're gonna find out.
I know Chris for a
We're gonna
fact.
find
that
exactly
Boston's
who
on the
Mitch
show.
took here. There's no dispute. We're gonna find out. Mitch from PickDogs.com. Here's your free pick in the Grizzlies versus Celtics NBA matchup.
Ooh, watch party. I've always wanted to do one of these.
Here we go. Watch. Baby. What we're gonna do is hang on a sec. We're gonna show my screen. Night out. This game. We're gonna go to this camera. We'll go to. Let me see. This. And I'll go. Sorry, Rod, for putting you on the spot here. But we're gonna settle this right here. We're gonna show exactly who Mitch picked. I really don't want to hear this. Here we go. Okay, so we have this camera, and here you see it. I'm clicking on the screen that you guys are seeing. Doesn't look like when I'm running out to the window to bet right now, but maybe some things will change. We'll get some late breaking news, and maybe my thoughts will change. Of course, we have to watch the news on these NBA games as the lines change and news has been announced fairly late. So for right now, my pick is going to be the Boston Celtics -4.5. Of course, if you're looking for my best, I don't know. Anyone understand the Grizzlies? This is what I'm doing. Anyone understand what this Grizzlies comment is? I'm missing it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it says it. Maybe I didn't write it in big enough letters across the bottom of the screen and say it enough times. I'm just not sure. I mean, I missed it. I know. I just don't get it. There you go. Anyways, what do we got? Where were we?
What were we?
What the hell were we doing here?
Yankees Braves, I think. Yeah.
I just didn't understand what the comment was. It was like, yeah, Damian Lillard is from a different planet. is what that is. We've said it on the show before. We actually went through it with all our audience and us, and we did think, who would you want to take the last shot? And I think it was 99%. It was Lillard.
Yep, give me Lillard.
From a different planet, and Weber State. Anyways, we got where were we? Royals?
We just did Royals Reds, I think.
Did everyone do it?
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
I like the Royals. Eflin and LeBlanc here for Phillies and Orioles. Orioles I had yesterday as one of my premium picks, and my wife said to me, I never see you get this upset about a game. And I said, well, it's rare that a team blows a 2-run lead 3 times in the same game. From the 8th inning on. She was like, maybe you should watch something else. But I mean, I rarely get mad like with wins and losses. I never get that excited about my wins or mad about the losses, except Michael Lorenzen the other day. But this one, I mean, what was Lorenzen doing out there? But you got F and Eflin against Wade LeBlanc. Bring a glove, outside the stadium. Steve, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I love this game today. This isn't Jim Palmer versus Steve Carlton by any stretch of the imagination. I love the over here. I think a lot of runs are going to be scored.
How about you, Chris?
I'm with Steve on that one. I like the over 10 here. I love it, actually. So give me the over 10.
Oh, here's the Rockets blowing up another parlay. Rod?
For me in this one, give me Philadelphia on the run line. I think Baltimore's in trouble today.
I'm with this guy. Yep. Canes are on the board. I like the over, obviously, in this one. We got Masahiro Tanaka up against Huascar Yanoa. Yanoa, the Braves almost came back in that one against the Yankees yesterday. I like the Braves in this one, plus the 165. Nice, big money. Steve?
Everybody knows, or, most of the audience knows, I'm a New York Yankee fan, born and raised New York Yankee fan. I'm a Tanaka guy. So, you give me Tanaka, I think the Yankees win again today against the Braves. So, give me the Yankees.
Chris?
I'm going to take the over 9.5. I think we see some runs on the board today.
How about you, Rod?
Give me the Braves for an upset. Nice value on the Braves today. I'll take a shot. Give me the Braves.
Got the Brewers and the Twins. This is the game. This is the example of the game that I sent to Commissioner Manfred that I said, if you put this game on at 12 o'clock Eastern time, 1 o'clock Eastern time on a Wednesday, it would be blowout ratings. This was the matchup. The exact matchup that I sent him was the Brewers and the Twins as my example. Steve, if this game was canceled, how many people would notice? The thing is, not taking away from anything from either of these teams or these cities, but I mean, these are the kind of the mid-small market teams that everyone talks about when it's the mid-small market teams.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the over here. I think they're two good teams, and I think a lot of runs will be scored. So give me the over here.
Chris?
I'm going to take the over as well. Two good teams, but two not so good pitchers. I'm going to take the over 9 here.
How about you, Mr. Zawacki?
I'm going to go with the opposite of that. Give me the under 9 here today. The wind's blowing in Milwaukee. I'm going to take the under.
Dome Stadium. You got I'm just saying. I mean, wind can blow any direction it wants. You're in the dome.
Well, just see if someone was awake.
The air conditioner will be on high.
Hey, if I don't say it, someone out there is going to say it, right? At least one of us is paying attention. We got the Mets and the Nationals, Steve. The Mets kind of hung in yesterday's game there against Max Scherzer. Couldn't get it done, but a lot of run line players took it. Got blasted on that. It was Mets players got blasted, run line players got blasted. It was just a good day for the bookies in that one. A 2-1 Scherzer-Porcello game. What are you thinking?
Sanchez is on the mound for the Nats. As of now, I think the Mets are filling in a starter here. So, I have to go with I'm going to go with the Nats winning again here today. Give me the Nats.
Someone's asking, are they going to play, as the NFL going to play? Yes. Chris?
I'll take the over. I'm not a Sanchez fan right now, and I think both of these offenses wake up, so I'll take the over here.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, I like the over as well. I think we're going to see some runs here today.
Okay. Got the Red Sox and the Rays. Blake Snell, fresh off that that big performance against the Yankees last time out, up against Zach Godley at Fenway. Steve?
I'm gonna have to go with the Rays here, and Snell. Give me the Rays.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Rays as well, but I think I'm going to try to get that juice down with the run line. So give me Tampa Bay minus 1.5.
Touchdown Hurricanes, 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Yes.
Rod? Rays? Red Sox.
Give me the Rays here on the run line.
I like the under. We got Houston up against the Giants. Zach Greinke and Trevor Cahill. Once again, the Giants blowing up the run line players yesterday, pushing that one to extra innings in the 9th. Run line players really got smashed yesterday. It was a lot of close games. And favorite players and run line players, not a great day for them all the way around. Hasn't been a good couple weeks for favorites in run lines. But Zach Greinke against Trevor Cahill. Steve, Greinke is one of those guys that every game, typically over the course of a season, he gets better.
Yeah, I mean the Astros obviously have been reeling for the last
goal
week or
gets
so.
called back on Carolina, and Boston comes back and puts one in the net, 1-1.
I'm a big Greinke fan.
Slapping here. A lot of ass slapping going on.
I'm a big Zach Greinke fan. I think he will stop the bleeding for the Astros. Give me the Astros here. Like I said, they're having a really bad week. So Greinke is a really good pitcher. Give me the Astros today.
That was a beautiful goal right there by the Bruins. Just how you kind of draw up the play on the telestrator when the guy's like drawing up. You come down here and just going up, pass it over to you. It's exactly. That was. I mean, doesn't get any better than that. I haven't seen a goal like that since Nevin Marquardt had teeth. Chris,
I'm gonna take the over 9 here. I don't like Trevor Cahill, and I'm still not impressed with Zach Greinke just yet. So I'll take the over 9.
Rod,
I agree with Chris. Give me the over 9.
I like the under 1.5 innings pitched for Trevor Cahill. We got the Dodgers against the Padres. Gonsolin on the mound here for the Dodgers. A pitcher switch. It was Urias. Now it's Gonsolin. Zach Davies, the best of the bunch really for the Padres, plus 135 action. The Padres have said to the Dodgers, you're on crack if you think we're just going to give you this division. Dodgers just 11-7. These teams have the same records. For reference, the Tampa Bay Rays are 10-8. The Braves are 11-8, and they haven't been playing that well. The Yankees are 11-6. So it's like the Dodgers hardly, putting the hammer down like many expected. The Rockies are right now the team in the West at 12-5. Steve?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Padres here. I think there's good value here. Zach Davies is on the mound. Obviously, you mentioned the Dodgers switched their pitchers, so I agree with you. The Padres are saying, come through us because we're not going anywhere. So give me the Padres today.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Padres as well. I think there's a lot of value there.
How about you, Rod?
Yeah, give me the Padres and the under 9.
We got the Texas Rangers against the Seattle Mariners here. Lyles up against Taijuan Walker. The Rangers have awoken. There's a lot of teams in this record range, the 7 wins. I think more teams have losing records in baseball than have winning records, which is, different than most seasons. And most of the losing records have in this 6 to 7 win range. Here the Rangers at 7-9, but I think all those 7 wins have been recently. And the Mariners, I don't know. I can't figure this team out. Steve, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I can't figure out the Mariners either, but the Rangers are starting to play better, so to speak. So I'll take the Rangers. I think they're going to win today. Give me the Rangers.
Thank you for the super chat. You can send your name, address, and shirt size to Mitch@pickdogs.com. I'll send you a T-shirt. Chris?
I mean, look at the West. Oakland's the only team that doesn't have 7 wins. The rest of them all have 7 wins in the standings right now. But I like the over here. I like the over between Texas and Seattle.
And in the comment of the day, Rod about to do is wave the chair, LOL. Bruins are a bunch of bums. Rod. They're bums, I tell you. That's in our videos. Rod calls teams bums all the time. The bums, I tell you.
Well, look, they are bums. we don't hear about from the Penguins anymore. Bums.
Right.
Speaking of bums, we got Seattle and Texas, a couple bum teams. Flip a coin and pick a winner. I'll just take the over. I agree with Chris. We're going to see some runs here. Give me the over.
I don't know. I think Jordan Lyles has pitched pretty good. But let's get to our next round of picks. We'll head to the NHL. Before we go to the NHL, just any quick comments about the Big Ten and Pac-12 canceling their college football season. So the Mountain West, the MAC, the Pac-12, and the Big Ten have all canceled their college football seasons, while the SEC and ACC are hell bent on playing and are going to play. I'm gonna just say it. They're gonna play. They do not care, and they'll gladly split the money. And it's gonna be a ton of money for those. I mean, look at what these NBA games are doing. With people watching, and what I'm watching hockey. I'm watching the Bruins Hurricanes game. It's in a commercial. I'm watching it. I'm doing a live show. I'm watching it. So it's like, a couple of the others, like the Sun Belt. This is a chance for them to do something. The Big 12 is going to still play. They're going to play. So it's like, any chance maybe the other guys change their minds. Steve?
No, I don't think there is a chance that they're going to change their minds. And I agree. The SEC, obviously, that's football country. They're going to play. I have no doubt that they're going to play. The ACC, I think, will play as well. But like you said, a lot of money, a lot of money. So, and I made the comment before the show. At least now we know Jim Harbaugh will not lose to Ohio State this year.
Chris, any comments there?
It is a lot of money, and I also think it was pretty quick to pull the trigger on a decision like that. I understand we only have a month to go before the season was supposed to start, but you do have examples of how this can be done properly, and like I said, without examining all the routes, I think it was done very prematurely.
Rod?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think they jumped the gun to withdraw way too early. We're seeing plenty of examples of the way the sports could go on.
Thank you guys. If you guys know the drill. You send the $5 super chat or more, you get a T-shirt. Anyways, go to the NHL. Like I said, we're at the first intermission here between the Bruins and the Hurricane. 1-1. We covered that game yesterday, so I don't feel so bad. The Masters will be held without guests, and the Kentucky Derby has scratched general admission. But I'll tell you what, I don't care. I think golf is better without the fans. I do. It's like, let's have people there that that can't say anything. Just look. Let's get some smug looking cutouts. Best cutout you've seen in a stadium so far? What's the best cutout you've seen, Steve?
Connie Mack
How about
at the Phillies.
How about you? How about you, Chris? Best cutout?
The Blue Jays known at Salem Field. This lady that usually sits behind home plate, they transformed her to the Bison Stadium.
How about you, Rod?
Bernie Lomack from Weekend at Bernie.
I love the I love
that's a good one.
I also mine's also the Blue Jays game. Geddy Lee was awesome. I love Rush. You guys have seen me wear the Rush shirt, so man, it's like I love Rush. Geddy Lee was at the Blue Jays game yesterday, so. He had pretty good seats too. But anyways, let's get to the NHL. Got 4 more games after this one. It's playoff NHL hockey. I've said it a million times. There's no better playoffs in all sports. Super Bowl be damned. I don't care. The NHL playoffs are better than the Super Bowl. It's better than the NFL playoffs. It's better than the college football playoffs. It's better than the Major League Baseball playoffs. I think as bad as baseball can get, I do think that their playoffs can be exciting, but nothing beats the NHL playoffs. Capitals, Islanders. Rod, here's your chance.
I'm going to take, for me in this game, I think the Islanders like to play a tight defense, tight ship. Washington will play the same way. Give me the under 5.5. I don't see us getting 6 goals here.
Tight game, tight pants for Zawacki. Ruffalo.
Yeah, I'm wearing the same pair of tight pants. I think we're gonna see a low scoring game here. Neither side's gonna want to make a mistake in game one, so I'll take the under 5.5.
Any comments here, Steve? They got their tight pants on down there.
Yeah, Islanders Capitals is always a great series, and I agree. The NHL playoffs, I mean, there's nothing like it with the intensity and how hard these guys work. I think the Islanders are actually going to be the real surprise team here. I think Barry Trotz is a great coach, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Islanders advance further. So give me the Islanders on that one.
The Islanders did oust Washington last year too.
Yeah.
Got Chris, did you give your tight pants. We got the Avalanche against the Coyotes. Rod, the Avs minus 180. Big money. All the public on the Avs. They even opened as a favorite. The line's moving higher. I don't know. What do you think?
This Coyotes team, they play a tight defense. More tight pants. Give me the under.
And I'm gonna take a flyer on Arizona here. I think they put the clamps down on Colorado and stun Colorado a little bit, so I'll take the Coyotes, but I also like the under as well.
Steve, any opinion on this? I have no idea about either of these teams.
No, I agree with the Puck Dogs. I think the Coyotes can take a game here, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the game. And I like the under too. So.
All right, the series that I think that the winner of this series, I think, is going to at least to the final. Flyers and the Canadiens. We've seen, it's like throughout my life, the NHL, has always had a pretty big playoff field, but there's only one team that I've ever seen in all of sports where it's kind of like you let them in, and now you're going to pay the price, and it's traditionally been the Montreal Canadiens, and they've done it they've come from the cheap seats a lot of times. It's just they do it as an organization. You let them in the door, they're going to ruin the party. Rod?
It's a big battle here. More tight pants. I think we're definitely going to go under the number here. But give me the Flyers. The Flyers have made us money all year. Best team. For me, give me the Flyers to take care of business in regulation. Flyers on the three-way. You get a nice plus 110. Can't go wrong with that. Give me the Flyers to win in regulation.
Yeah, I'm gonna go almost the same way. I'm gonna take the under 5.5. I'm just gonna take Philadelphia on the money line though. It's this tight game. I wouldn't be surprised if there was overtime, so I'll take the Flyers in the under.
Yeah, I like the Flyers too. Alain Vigneault was the Rangers coach, so I've been a big fan of him, and I don't think it's a surprise that Philly's playing really well. So I like the Flyers.
Montreal, easy money. We got St. Louis up against the Canucks. Rod, what do you think? Is it Binnington's time?
It's got to be for me. I'm gonna take the Blues here. I know in the video I went the Canucks, but Bennington will start this game and he'll stand on his head and steal the win. Give me the under and the Blues.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick straight to the total on this one. I'm gonna take the under. I think it's the first of 3 wins, so I'll take the under 5.
Yeah, I like the Stanley Cup champions here, so give me the Blues.
All right. Canucks for me. Anyways, any kind of bird cages recaps. This will probably be the last day that we do the bird cages in this format. I'm not saying it's the last day we're going to do bird cages. We have a new format and a new thing, a new feature coming tomorrow, it should be, for the bird cages and the parlays. You guys are going to go nuts. This is one of the coolest things that we've done. You guys are gonna love. Well, it's not one of the coolest things we've done, but it's. Let's just say I like it, and you guys are gonna like it. I know you will. I know you will. I'll speak for you, Rod. Speaking for them. Chris, you go first. What the hell? We'll give Rod
Oh,
more
you know
time.
what?
Rod's texting his lunch order. I said extra cheese.
You know what? It was our theme for the NHL today, so why not? Let's go with the tight pants birdcage. Let's go all under 5.5. We'll go under 5.5 in the Washington New York Islanders game, under 5.5 in Arizona Colorado, and under 5.5 in Montreal Philadelphia.
How about you, Rod?
I'm gonna go Indians on the run line, Royals money line, Flyers on the three-way.
How about you?
You give me the Phillies, Orioles, the over at 9.5. Angels, A's. I like the over at 9, and give me the White Sox on the money line.
Royals, Marlins, and Orioles for me. Anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining us again. Totally appreciate it. You guys can see our meter changed during the show. We're in the YouTube area where they only count you every 100, as they only tell you the count, but I can see the actual count behind the scenes, so I knew it was getting ready to flip anyway. But if you guys have been following the meter on the show, you can go back and look at the, just 2-3 weeks ago, we were at 14,700 or something during the stoppage, and it was very, very tough, slow sledding, and we're averaging about 200 new subscribers a day, which is awesome. Thanks everyone for supporting us, whether you do a super chat, whether you buy a pick, whether you don't do any of that stuff and are just part of our community and part of our Facebook group. We appreciate you all the same. Like I said, we're just in the first inning of everything that we're doing at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. We're at the top of the first inning. We rolled out our premium area just to get something out there. I think it's been great. I think it's delivering what everybody wants. But like I said, more products that reach the other ends of the spectrum. More for the lower price product, a couple more lower price things, a couple more high price, and something for the one that everyone emails me about. Well, not everyone, the one that I get those emails of the people that want me to basically, almost make the bets for them, and that's not going to happen. But it's kind of like this other level thing that they want. We'll figure it out, and I got more hours in the day somehow. I don't know. No, not true. And then on top of that, like I said, we got a new show starting this afternoon at 6. Not really sure what it's going to be, but we're going to figure it out as we go along, just like we always do. But it's going to be closer. And it's like for today, it'll just be me and Joe. But in the future, we'll probably be bringing in a lot of guests. And like I said, Tony T will be involved in the actual core of the show on that show as well. We'll figure it out exactly as we go along. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. It's a wild ride. I'm not saying it's been a wild ride. We're on a wild ride, and I'll tell you, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. I've been doing this with you guys for 14 years now, which is crazy. I look back at my old YouTube video, like my first YouTube video, Mitch's spotlight game. Juice Williams was quarterback in Illinois against Chase Daniel. That's how long ago that video was.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had hair. I looked so young. And, you guys have been with me the whole way. It's crazy. I was in my little apartment in Chicago, 700 square feet. It's like here we are in Maui. And the journey's just beginning. I'm really excited. I'm glad you guys are all with us. Glad everyone wants their Pick Dog shirts, and people want Sports Chat shirts, and I'm just grateful for all of you and grateful for everything. And I'm not taking one game for granted. I don't care if it's the Twins Brewers or the Yankees Red Sox. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everyone.